So in this video, I want to run through a couple of improvements that we have done to the graph visualizer. Now, this is an interesting setup that I have in my pipeline. So this is basically the same system, but I've the train ticket that we've been using for demonstration purposes, which is currently a monorepo, but a microservices system. But now in this one, I've actually set up for this one, the last one being the current commit, versus this one being 10 commits behind and this one being 20 commits behind. So we're essentially talking about the microservice system, which are three versions of the microservice system. Now, as you can see by the initial execution, you would see that there is 37 microservices, 38 here and 41 here. So obviously, as we're going down, there are the microservice system itself has evolved. Now, if I run this now, you might see that it shows that there are three stacked system versions being loaded up. Now, what that means is, now if you go to the launch visualizer, now you would have a couple of interesting new features. One is obviously this baseline architecture change impact analysis that we see here. Now it shows baseline architecture because we are currently at the baseline. Now, typically in the pipeline, the pipeline which is at the top of the canvas is actually going to always be the baseline, whereas the rest of the pipelines that are below that are going to be the subsequent versions. Now, based on how I have configured that, it's basically designed in a way that newer versions are placed below one another. Now, which means if I slide through the timeline, this would be the oldest one, the second one would be the mid one, and the last one would be the one that is the latest. Now you could actually see that in this updated version information as well. Now here it's basically the train ticket using the master branch, and this is the particular commit that we are using, and this is the oldest one. Now I'll maximize this as well. Now you would see that for the baseline architecture, we won't have any change impact analysis because it's not going to be comparing the same thing. It's basically just itself. But now if I slide to the second version, now obviously you would see the change just here, but then you would see the version 2 information here as well. But obviously you would also now see the change impact analysis information here as well. Now this is basically the same information that you see in the change impact card in the pipeline as well, but now we have it here so that it's much more obvious and it's much more intuitive for the user to see what are the changes that has happened here, and also what are drilling down into more finer grained change impacts as well. Now, like what you would see in the pipeline, you would see the same cards, the overview, the topological changes, the heat map, and also you could get any AI insights as well. And now you could be doing this for the third version, which is currently the most recent one. Now you would see that we are basically calculating the change impact in between the subsequent versions that we are seeing in the timeline. Now, right now, it's basically the change impact between the version 2 and the version 3. And again, you would basically see all this information being gathered for you. Now that is basically all the additional improvements that we have done to the graph visualizer.